everyone, it is Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. Happy Sunday to all of you. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. So the Ultrarat Valley expansion is soon to be upon us. But before it arrives, I thought I'd have a little bit of fun with this Jade Shudderwock Shaman deck, courtesy of Swizard. Now, I'm not going to go through a detailed step-by-step guide of how to play this deck. There is a fantastic guide written by Swizard. The link to it is in the video description. Do yourselves a favour before playing this deck, check it out. So, one of the key things to note is that this is an off-meta deck, which means that you're potentially going to struggle against aggressive Tier 1 meta decks that are out there. So please keep that in mind before you play the deck or before you commit any dust to crafting anything for this deck. In fact, I would recommend that you don't craft any new cards until the Ultrarat Valley expansion gets released. But yes, this is very much an off-meta deck. I played 3 games with this deck and I got really, really lucky because those 3 games, I think, were more or less off-meta decks that I was facing, and that was pretty incredible. This deck got me to the Diamond ladder, which is amazing in itself. This is a really, really fun deck with some cool inclusions. Jade Chieftain is in this deck. One of my favourite cards from the Jade era of Hearthstone, and definitely, I think, underestimated. Looking further through the deck list, moving up, Instructor Fireheart and Electra Stormsurge. When's the last time you saw Electra Stormsurge played in any Hearthstone deck? So that's pretty awesome. The deck also has a number of the more recent cards printed in the last expansion. Brilliant Macaw is in here, Bolner is in here. So there is a hint of new stuff appearing in this deck too. But let's start out with our first game. And we're going up against a priest, so I'm looking at the Loot Hoarder, the Shadow Visions, Power Word Shield, and I'm thinking Reno Priest. And so, does this become a race? A race for me to play some Jade cards, play Lotheb, and then play the Shudderwock and hopefully win the game? Is that where we're at with this deck? When facing a Reno Priest? It's worth noting that there is no quest in this deck. In the past, when I have published videos on Jade Shudderwock Shaman, very occasionally, those decks I think have always more or less featured the quest. There is no quest in this deck, so it is interesting. I guess that's saying there's no need to double up your battle cries through that hero power because you just don't need to. Right, you're going to get enough value from playing Jade cards through the game, and then your Shudderwock will give you all the value you need, so you don't need to worry. I think that's what that's saying. We also have Brown Bronzebeard in the deck, that can double battle cries, and we also have the Brilliant Macaw for a similar effect. So, yeah, I guess you don't need the quest and that hero power that doubles the battle cries. Acolytes of Pain. Northshire Cleric. How interesting. How very interesting. So this is not Reno Priest. They play 2 Acolytes. And so I'm thinking here, do I commit anything else to this board? Do I just want any kind of board presence in addition to what I've got? And I think the answer is no. We'll hold back for now. They'll want to deal with the Flurgle, and so they may overreach, overinvest in order to kill it. Oh my goodness gracious me, what the hell is that? That is Hemet. Well, if they play Hemet, you kind of know what's coming, right? You know what's coming. This is a Mechathune deck. And so I have to race them. Maybe out-pressure them on the board, go face and win, and that's not going to happen with the Psychic Scream, sadly. Okay, we're back to square one. It looks like I lose the race then. I don't think we're going to be able to do enough damage in time.
Nature waits for no one.
And that Mechathune will come down relatively soon, and then we're screwed. I'm starting to have flashbacks now of Mechathune Priest from back in the day. But in terms of putting out pressure, Aya will help, right? When she dies, we'll get a 6/6 golem on the board. And next turn is turn 9, so we could Shudderwock. Oh wait, it's too late? Are we dead? Is there a combo coming here on turn 9? Almost out of cards. Oh no. This game's over then, right? Or not? Is that just a tempo play? It was? Okay. So I guess we kill it. And here we go. The Shudderwock giving us big green men. So we've got lethal on board here, but... Okay, we have lethal on board. Another Psychic Screams. They're stalling again. Okay, they need to empty their hand of cards. I understand what's happening now. This makes sense. I can't quite remember what the combo is for them. And how many cards it takes to pull off. So woohoo with our Jade cards there.
My beautiful creations.
Was that a good impression of Jade Spirit? Jade Spirit roleplay in 2021? Woohoo indeed. We are dead, right? We're not dead? Wait a minute. They screwed up their combo? How did that happen? Huh! We actually win. And to think, I was thinking of conceding after I saw Hemet. It's a good thing I didn't. Okay, joining this next game in progress. 'Tis a Mage. Pop the block. So we put them under a little bit of pressure. It's turn 8. This deck can develop a significant board quite quickly with, you know, small to medium-sized green men. And sometimes that can just be enough. So, our Mage opponent has just gathered tons of cards in hand. And so I guess we'll be dead to some kind of combo, right? Alright, second dice block. There isn't much more for us to do here beyond pass. It's a shame, my hand is full of value. I just wish they'd just do something to clear the board so I could play Jade Chieftain. Oh, here we go, Mazaki.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Do you know, I really wish they'd nerf Sorcerer's Apprentice. I think it's gone way too long in its current form, and as new cards have been printed that can interact with it in Hearthstone, new spells, over the years, I do think that Apprentice is due for a nerf. I think what annoys me is that combo decks can pull off their combos so quickly. Like here on turn 10, or before turn 10 in some cases. And I remember the good old days of Hearthstone, when a combo deck had to pretty much draw through their entire deck in order to win. And so that gave the opponent a fair fighting chance. It took time for those combos to be pulled off. That didn't make the combo decks bad because it took so long, it just made them seem a little bit fairer. But now everything's sped up. Wait a minute, 11 cards? And we're not dead? Oh, we're not dead. Your hand is too full. Great. Fantastic. Oh, wow. What a game. What a game indeed. Alright, let's join this final game here against a Druid. It is an odd Druid out of interest. And they'd played the quest line. And if you look at the deck list on the left-hand side, they'd shuffled 3 Guffs into their deck. Right? So Guff gives them 8 attack. 2 Guffs, played on turn 10, or when they've got 10 mana I should say, that's 16 attack. So that's enough to kill me, actually. So we do need to consider protecting our face against a double Guff play. Just need to hope they don't draw into it. Maybe I should be pressing that hero power button every turn to try and get a taunt totem. But then in doing so, maybe I'm summoning other totems instead that aren't very good, aren't very useful.
That was well done.
Our opponent gained a ton of armor in this game, and I think that's going to help them withstand the pressure that my Jade Golems are going to put out. And then hopefully they draw to double Guff and kill me. I think that's the plan. I've already used the Flurgle Toxfin combo. So Ice Fishing is redundant. So Taunt Totem? Yay! Taunt Totem! Fantastic! Well, that protects me against a double Guff turn. They need to find another way to get through the totem. Maybe on spell. But yeah, there are 3 Guffs in that deck. How many are in hand, I think is the question now. By the way, can I just say I love my opponent's deck? They play taunts like Winged Guardian. I think that's so awesome. And they play Naturalize. Absolutely amazing. And this looks like a really fun deck. Questline Odd Druid. With all of that armor gain that you're able to get, does that mean they stand a chance against Odd Hunter, for instance? I've played Questline Druid in the past, and I think in the early days of the Stormwind expansion, it was seen as a counter to Odd Hunter, or Questline Odd Hunter. You just gained so much armor, and at the same time you'd be aggressive, right? Because you'd be hitting their face a lot. And that was considered enough to outlast the Hunter in a defensive capacity, but also in an aggressive capacity too. You're gaining armor, pushing all that damage. So I do wonder, is this a deck I should be playing? Odd Questline Druid. But Bulmer and 2 big green men. Once again, these big green men have taunts, blocking the way. Okay, they're both gone now. However, what we can do is we can play the Shudderwock. And the Shudderwock, hopefully, repeats the Jade Chieftain battle cry and gives us big green men with taunts on the board. But we need to make space on the board. We don't have lethal here from what I can see, even when accounting for the Jade Lightning. So we need to make space, and I think the way we make space is trading in 3 things into the 5/4. Debating whether I should keep Bolner on the board for the Shudderwock, but no, we don't need it. And we need the space, right? So here we go. Jade Chieftain battle cries. Beautiful. So 2 big green men with taunt. Make that 3. So if we see the double guff play, we are protected. Who would have thought in the year 2021, Jade Chieftain is what has won me this game, ultimately, against Druid.
Nobody messes with my friends.
Ain't much, but it's honest work.
And the fact that we haven't seen alignment
Well done.
is so refreshing. I just want to make that point. If alignment was removed from the game, I would be so much happier, as proven by this game. Anyway, this was great fun. And amazingly, we make the progression to the Diamond Ladder with this incredible off-meta deck. Jade Shudderwock Shaman. Incredible. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Swizard's Jade Shudderwock Shaman. If you already have the cards, maybe you want to give this deck a try. Maybe it'll give you a cool level of fun and entertainment before the Alterac Valley expansion arrives. Certainly it's been entertaining for me on the ladder in the 3 games that I played with it. And looking forward then to the Alterac Valley expansion, what is on the horizon? Freeze Shaman looks like it's going to be a thing, and I can't wait to play it. So, I know there are a number of people already theory crafting on Freeze Shudderwock Shaman, so I absolutely can't wait for that. For those of you that have now followed my channel over the last couple of years, you know that Shudderwock Shaman has dominated the videos that I produce, and that is what I live for now with Hearthstone. Every new expansion that arrives, every new mini set that arrives, what am I looking out for? I'm looking out for Battlecry cards. That's all I'm interested in. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about other mechanics. As impressive as it all is with the things that Blizzard are continually coming out with, it's not easy to keep bringing out new concepts, new mechanics, one expansion after another, one mini set after another. It's not easy at all, and I applaud Blizzard, or the Hearthstone team specifically, for what they're able to come up with. But as I said, all I care about are Battlecry cards. What Battlecry support is coming for Shaman, and for Shudderwock specifically. That's what I'm interested in. So we will see what happens with Freeze Shudderwock Shaman once the expansion hits, and then of course there will be a mini set to look forward to as well, and we'll see what that adds to the pool. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are playing the Alterac Valley expansion this week, once it arrives, I wish you luck. I wish you all the best with it. I hope you have fun with it. And I will see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun. But until next time, please stay safe. Please look after yourselves. And as always, please be good to one another.